Okay, good morning to all. Let's start with the lecture. We were discussing about employability skills and its topic. So let's continue. Today, we'll continue with the ICT skills. In ICT skills, we have done two sessions. The third session is about saving, changing, opening, and printing a document. So whenever we are using Microsoft Word or you are using LibreOffice Writer, so to save a file, we have the file menu on the top. Click on the file menu, click on save as option. Now we know that what is the difference between save and save as. Save as is used to save a file with a name, specified name, and whenever we are saving a file for the first time, we always go with save as option, right? Even if you click on save, will automatically jump over to save as option if it is a new file. And save is used in case you have already created a file and you are making changes into that file. So changes save करने के लिए we click on save as, only save option, right? So and the keyboard shortcut to do this is Control S, and to open save as dialog box, the keyboard shortcut is Control plus Shift plus S, right? So we can save all the documents, and moreover, whenever you go with save as option, on the top we have the location where we are saving the file. Like in this figure, if you see here, it is written documents, right? And there's a folder in the documents named class 11. So whatever we are saving, with that file is saved in this particular folder. So you can choose the folder from here, or you can browse it from these navigation pane given here, right? And then here is the name of the file that you have to specify. Write the name whatever you want to give, and choose the file type. By default it is ODT, which is the normal extension. So it will save the file in ODT format, which will only open up in LibreOffice or OpenOffice, right? And if you want to save this into some other format, like if you want to save the file into Microsoft Word format, and for Microsoft Word the option is DOC. For that we have to select from this save as type option. You just click on this, you get a list of all the different categories into which you can save the particular file. ODF text document is the default है, बाकी और other formats are also there, out of which one is Office DOC. This will save the file in a document file which we can open in Microsoft Word also, right? You can save it as a template also, or you can save it as XML extension also .docx, right? So this is the option to save the file in Word, right? Then we have a close option. Close will close the current file that you have opened. Remember, close will not close the entire software. It only closes the file that you've opened. The rest of the things will be there, right? And if you want to close everything, then we'll have to go to exit option. There's a last, it is there in the file menu only. Go to file, and then you'll find close, and at the very last end, you'll find exit option, right? So just click on exit. That will close everything, including the software as well as the files, right? Opening again, to open we have again there's an option in file menu, or the keyboard shortcut is Control O, and open option is used to open already existing files which you have already saved somewhere in the system. So just click on open, you'll get a open dialog box like this. Then browse for the file. It's just like save dialog box. Browse for the files from these navigation window pane given over here, and then that file will open up. Then printing. If you want to take a print out of the document, go to file, click on print option, and the keyboard shortcut to do this is Control plus P, and this will open up print dialog box. See, this is the option: file, print, or Control P, and this is the print dialog box which will open up. Here on the top we have the name of the printers. So whichever printer you have, by default there are some more options also, like Microsoft print to PDF. This will convert your file into PDF form, right? If you want to save the file in document writer software, it's also XPS document writer software available, so you can save it in that particular form. और वन नोट में भी सेव कर सकते हैं. और if you have multiple printers attached to your computer, you can choose the printer from here. You just have to select the name, right? Like HP Smart, PhotoSmart C4700 series. This is the name of the printer. So just click on that, whichever printer you want to use. Then you can change the number of copies you want, right? How many copies you want for the current document. And if you go with multiple copies, like if you go with 2, 3, 4 and more, then this collate option is also activated. Collate, if it is selected, it will print all the pages in one document in a row, and then it starts from the second set of pages. Like if you have, let's say, 5 pages, so it'll start from first page, it'll print up to 5, page number 5, then again starts from first page, and then again go to 5. And based on number of copies you have given, like if you have given 2 copies, तो 2 बार ये printing करेगा, 1 से लेके 5 तक, then 1 to 5 again, right? And if you remove this selection, then it will give you copies of each and every page one by one. Like if there are 2 copies and we have 5 pages, so it will print like this, like first page, then again first page, so 2 copies of the first page, then second page, again second page, 2 copies of the second page, likewise 2 copies of the third page, 2 copies of the fourth, 2 copies of 5. So if collate is not there, if collate is option is selected, then it will give you a set of pages, right? So 1 to 5 एक set बन गया, 1 to 5 दूसरा set बन गया. So ये printing की कुछ settings है when you are dealing with multiple number of copies. Then you can also give particular page numbers, like all pages is the option, is the range which is by default given, and you want only a certain number of pages to be printed. Like if I want out of those 5 pages, I want the printout of fifth page only, so I'll go with this page option, I'll put 5 here, type 5, right? Then click OK. So it will give you the print of page number 5 only, not other pages, right? Then we have selection option. Selection select करने पे आपको पहले क्या करना है, अगर आपको मान लो एक पेज के ऊपर फर्स्ट 2 लाइंस ही प्रिंट करनी है, बाकी नहीं चाहिए, तो यू सेलेक्ट दोज फर्स्ट 2 लाइंस and then go with the selection option and click OK. So that will print only that part only, whichever you have selected. जितना आपने select किया उतना print होगा. And whatever you are doing, whatever you have selected, the preview will be shown over here. You can see it from here, right? Even the page numbers are also given, and then to move from one page to another, we have these buttons also, right? So do all the settings, then click on OK to get the final printout, right? Activities are there, and these you can perform at your level. Then we'll talk about formatting text, right? Formatting means changing the appearance of the text. Like if you want to make the text bold, underline, italics, you want to change the color, you want to make it more attractive, you want to change the size, writing styles, all these comes under formatting. First of all, we have text styles and sizes. So we can do that text style and sizes from the toolbar given on the top. There is a formatting toolbar on the top, just above the page. So from there you can see these are the text styles available. You choose the style that you want to apply, right? And if you want to apply this to a particular text, select that text from the page, then go with the changes. तो 2 तरीके हैं, एक तो आप पहले सिलेक्शन कर यहाँ से स्टाइल सेलेक्ट करो, उसके बाद टाइपिंग शुरू करो, और अगर आपने टाइप कर लिया है, देन यू वांट टू चेंज, देन सेलेक्ट द टाइपिंग पार्ट एंड देन चेंज, डू द चेंजेस हियर. फिर वो जो भी सिलेक्टेड पोर्शन है उसमें ये इफेक्ट आ जाएगा, राइट? And similarly, we can change the size from this option. You just click on this button, then the size will come up, and then you can change the size. Different sizes will be enlisted. And for making bold, italics, underline, we have these options here. You can see A is written. A, first one is the bold, second is italics, third is underline, right? 2 more options are there. Like one is the strike through, which brings the line inside the text. जो भी text आपने लिखा है उसके अंदर एक line आ जाएगी. और then superscript and subscript that we have done in Word also. So superscript is like if you want 2 to the power 2. So type 2 and 2, and then second 2 you select and click on this button. तो 2 जो है second वाला वो power की form में थोड़ा ऊपर हो जाएगा. ऐसे ही if you want to write H2O, formula of water, 2 is generally lower than the normal text. So select that 2 and then click on this button. This will create subscript of the text. So the text will be a little lower than the rest of the text, right? Keyboard shortcut for bold is Control B, and italics it is Control I, underline is Control U, right? And one more thing, that whenever you want to apply these effects, you have to select the text before clicking over here. पहले select करो text को, then click on any of the options. That particular thing will be whatever option you select, that effect will be applied, right? Then we have alignment of the text. Alignment is left, center, right, and justify. This is left alignment, where text comes to the left of the page. Center alignment will bring the text to the center, and right alignment will bring the text to the right side of the page. Right? It just touch the margin. And justify is used when we have a paragraph written, and you want alignment on both the ends, right? If you go with justify, you'll feel that text written on the left hand side will also be aligned in one particular line vertically, and if you see on the right side also, the text will be aligned in the vertical format. And what it does is it manages the spaces between the words. If you have lesser words, spaces will be more. If you have more words, spaces will be less. ठीक है, तो ये हो गया alignment. And for alignment, the keyboard shortcut is Control L for left, Control E for center, Control R for right, Control J for justify. Right? Cut, copy, paste option. We all have done this many times. Cut is to remove one text from one location, and when you go with the paste option, the text is placed at the new place. Right? So cut and paste is used to move a text, and copy and paste is used to create a copy of the text. So first you do cut, go to the new place, click there, and then click on paste button, right? Copy will create a copy of the text that you have selected. Go to the new place, click on paste. So that text will be copied at the new place also, right? And to do the keyboard shortcut for doing this is Control X for cut, Control C for copy, and Control V for paste, right? Then we have find and replace option. It's there on the top again. You'll find that in the standard toolbar, not on the formatting toolbar, just above the underline and bold, italics, and options. You'll find there's a small icon given here with the magnifying glass. So just click on that. So that will open up find and replace dialog box, where you just type the word that you want to find from the whole document. Now let's say there's a big document with, let's say, 50 pages, and you want to find some particular word in that, right? So you just go with this option, open this dialog box, type the word there, and then click on find all or find next. Find all will highlight all that word everywhere in the document. अगर वो वर्ड जो आप फाइंड कर रहे हो वो 20 टाइम्स है, तो 20 टाइम्स जहां जहां पे भी है वो हाईलाइट हो जाएगा, राइट? फाइंड नेक्स्ट पे क्लिक किया तो इट विल फाइंड वन बाय वन, right? And replace buttons are also there if you want to replace that file with a new word. So ये replace के आगे आपको उसकी जगह पे जो भी word चाहिए, type that word, click on replace. So that will replace the first occurrence of the word which is written on this find option. तो उससे ये replace हो जाएगा. और replace all किया तो जितने occurrences word के, अगर वो 10 बार word आ रहा है तो 10 की 10 जगह पे that word will be replaced by the new word typed here in this replayed text box, right? Like if you see here, hello world is replaced by formatting text. तो जहाँ पे भी हेलो वर्ल्ड लिखा है वहाँ पे फॉर्मेटिंग टेक्स्ट हो जाएगा. अगर आप रिप्लेस पे क्लिक करोगे तो एक एक करके रिप्लेसिंग करेगा, और अगर आप रिप्लेस ऑल कर दोगे तो जितनी बार ये हेलो वर्ल्ड टेक्स्ट लिखा है डॉक्यूमेंट में, हर जगह पे in place of hello world, formatting text will be replaced, right? That word will come, right? Next we have spelling and grammar check. Now word processor documents, all they provide us very good tool for checking the spellings in grammar, right? um, all the spelling mistakes are always underlined with red wavy lines. You can see here in this figure also, these red lines, which are the red wavy lines, indicates that there's a spelling error here. and green wavy line shows that it's a grammatical error. There's some error in the grammar, right? So so how this thing will come up? By default it is already activated, and if you do want to do it yourself, then there's an option there in the standard toolbar on the top, just next to the find and replace button. It is ABC and a small tick written here. So this symbol is basically used for uh, doing this spell check and grammar check, right? Just click on this button to activate this thing, and the keyboard shortcut to um, go with this spelling and grammar check option is F7. Press the F7 key, function key from the keyboard. So that will activate this option, right? And the keyboard shortcut for find and replace is Control F for find and Control H for replace. Fine. How do we start with the spell checker? Go to Tools, Spell Checking, or you go to uh, this option there in the standard toolbar, or you press F1. There are three ways to start with the spell checking option, right? And the moment it starts, the spell checking dialog box opens up, right? And as you can see here in this dialog box, we have the red marked text is the spelling error, right? And if you want to check the grammar in the sentence, then just select this check grammar dialog box. This will also check the grammar. And we have six options here. One is ignore once, ignore all, add to dictionary, correct, correct all, always correct. Ignore once, if you click, so if this word is there and it is let's say multiple times in the full document, इग्नोर वन से वो सिर्फ एक ही बार में उसको जो फर्स्ट अकरेंस होगा उस वर्ड का उसको वो इग्नोर कर देगा, राइट? You feel that it like if in sometimes we write some certain Hindi words or names of somebody which are grammatical spellings, the spellings of which are wrong as per the dictionary, because dictionary doesn't recognize the Hindi words, all Hindi words, right? So that will show you an error like this, you know, red color text होगा तो हमें वो ignore करना है. So if you go with ignore once, that text will be ignored only once. And if that word is, let's say, 10 times in the document and you want to ignore everywhere, then go with ignore all option, right? And there's another option, add to dictionary, that will add that particular word in the dictionary of the system, in the dictionary of the software. So in case this word comes again in some other document in future, so that will not be treated as error, right? That will not be counted as error. So you can just click on this, that will add up this new word into the dictionary, right? And whenever the software found certain wrong words, it will also give you suggestions here that what will be the possible correction of this particular error, this particular word. So what can be the right word for it? So we'll get all sort of suggestions here. So choose the right word from here. If you want to change, then just click on correct button. And again, when you click on correct all, so if this word is 10 times or more times, more number of times in the document, everywhere that word will be replaced by the word we have selected in this suggestion box. ठीक है, तो सारी जगह पे चेंज हो जाएगा करेक्ट ऑल से. करेक्ट से सिर्फ एक ही जगह पे जो पहली अकरेंस होगी उस वर्ड की, राइट? And always correct will add up that text word in the dictionary, and whenever that word comes again somewhere in the new documents or in future, so that word will not be um, word will be replaced also, and it will be not be counted as error next time, right? And whenever you find that word again, it will automatically be replaced, right? Then after doing all these things, then just close the option after replacing, and there's an undo button also if you want to undo the option again, so that can all be done, right? Another way of doing correction is wherever you find this corrections, like this word is wrongly written here, red line wavy line is means there's a spelling error, so right click the word, you'll get all sort of suggestions, and that same ignore all, ignore button, and if you click on any of the words, that word will be replaced. And if you click on ignore and ignore all, that word will be ignored, right? The same options. So राइट क्लिक से भी आपको सेम ऑप्शंस मिल जाएंगे. जैसे ये दिस अब्दुल कलाम, कलाम is wrong as per the dictionary because kalam is not there in the dictionary, although we know that kalam is right. So we'll just right click on this word, we'll click on ignore if it is written once, and if it is written many times we'll go with ignore all. Right now here memorial के spelling गलत है, right click किया, so first one is the right one, just click on this. So this text, this word will be replaced by this new word, right? Shortcut menu um, is this right click and then autocorrect option. Autocorrect option is like if you want to put up certain words which you want to be corrected automatically in future, so you can put up some of your words in the dictionary yourself. So for that, um, go to tools and click on this automatic spell checking. The keyboard shortcut is shift plus F7, right? And on pressing this, if this is off, then we do not see the red and blue wavy lines that highlight the incorrect words, right? So if this is off, then correction will not be seen, and if it is on, then only will see the corrections. So here, from here, you can switch over with the settings of this auto spell checking option. You can make it on and off, right? Then we have inserting list, tables, pictures, and shapes. There are two kinds of list we use in documents. One is the bulleted list, one is numbered list, right? So bulleted list is the one where there's no number, just some symbol is added before the names or items of the list, right? So bulleted list आपको मिलेगी format tab के अंदर, उसमें list option है. The first one is bulleted list. As you can see, this is the bulleted list where some bullets are added before all the items which are written. And the keyboard shortcut to open this is shift plus F12, right? And these shortcuts may be different for different versions of the software. Like by default it is dot, and it can be square also, it can be other also, so that can be changed later on too. And this is numbered list. Numbered list, as you can see, numbering is done in place of bullets. So for the keyboard shortcut for this is F12, and it again lies in format tab, list, and numbered list option, right? Then how do we add up tables? There's an option there, insert table option there. There's a button there on the standard toolbar. Just click on that and you choose the table format that you want to add. Or the second way is press Control plus F12. That's the keyboard shortcut, right? And then click on more option, right? So when you click on this arrow, you'll get a drop down list. वहाँ पे लास्ट में ऑप्शन होगा मोर ऑप्शंस, जस्ट क्लिक ऑन दैट. So we'll get this dialog box, insert table dialog box. Write the name of the table, although name will not be visible, but we can give a name to the table. And then number of rows and number of columns, right? These are rows, horizontal one. These are columns, vertical ones. So set the number of rows and columns. You want headings or not, so you can select. And border you want or you don't want the border, you can select it from here. And auto format button is there, from where you can format the border, the line, the color, the background, all such things can be done. Then click on insert, the table will be inserted. Similarly, to add up a picture, there's an option in insert tab, insert image. Click on this, then a browse window will open up, dialog box in which you have to choose the image from the navigation pane given there. As you see in save as option or open option, so choose the image, click on insert button, that image will be added, right? Similarly, to add up a shape, just below that image option we have shapes option. So click on that, you'll get a list of all different kinds of shapes, and further like basic shapes maybe for the categories hai. So like rectangle, square, ellipse, circle, pie, arc, like that. parallelogram. So choose the figure that you want to add up. You just click on the option. Then the moment you click, you'll find a small uh, a cursor will change up into plus sign cursor. Just drag your mouse cursor on the document. That will create a shape on the document, right? Click करो, drag करो, तो आपकी shape बन जाएगी, right? The shape has to be done added with the help of mouse. Every document can have a header and footer. Header is the one which whatever you write in the header will come on every page of that particular file. तो मान लो हमारे पास 10 पेज की फाइल है. I want page number on all the pages at the bottom. So I can go with the footer option, and in the footer option you select the page number, so we'll get page numbers at every page, right? Similarly, if you want to insert a header on every page, I want the name of the school on all the pages. So I'll put up a header, और header के अंदर मैं एक we will type the name of the school, and as you can see, when you select this header option, so you'll get a header option here on the top of the document you are creating. Type whatever you want to add up. So just type here. So that particular word you type here will be placed in all the pages of the same document. Similarly, footer can be added, right? So footer आपके पेज के नीचे आता है, right? And if you want to insert a title, page number, or page layout, again there's another option available. It's there in the insert menu. Instead of adding footers and headers, we can add up a field, राइट. तो इंसर्ट में फील्ड है, फील्ड के अंदर आपको पेज नंबर, पेज काउंट, डेट, टाइम, टाइटल, ऑथर, सब्जेक्ट. Likewise, there are many options that you can select. Like if you want to add a page number, so just click on this page number. This will add up a footer at the bottom of the page, and it will display the page numbers, and the page numbers will be given automatically. Whatever number of pages you have in the document, अगर आपने 10 pages का कोई document बनाया तो हर पेज पे पेज नंबर्स ऑटोमेटिकली आ जाएगा, right? So this is how we can add up all these things. These are simple things. That's why I'm not going to the practical display of this, because we have done it already in our 11th class, in our junior classes also. Tracking changes is the facility with the help of which in any kind of word processor you can track whatever changes are being made. You can highlight those changes, right? So जो आपने एक document save किया, बाद में you have made some changes. Now you want to see where those changes are made, right? So for that we have this track changes mode option, right? So for example, like sometimes we can share one document to multiple computers, right? And everybody can work on one single file only. So but it will be difficult for us to understand who has done the changes in which place. So for that we can go with this track changes option. Track changes से हमें ये पता लगता है कि डॉक्यूमेंट में कहाँ कहाँ चेंज हुई है, right? So to enable this option, go to edit. Last option is track changes. Then click on record button, right? Keyboard shortcut is Control Shift plus E, right? So once you click record, all the changes made in the document will be recorded, and it will be displayed in a different color, right? जो भी डॉक्यूमेंट में रिसेंट चेंजेस हुई हैं वो सारी रिकॉर्ड हो जाएंगी और उसको अलग कलर के टेक्स्ट में हाईलाइट किया जाएगा, राइट? So when you click on record, all changes are recorded. They are displayed in different color. Any text that is deleted will not disappear, but it will appear as strike through change, right? So if let's say you have deleted some part of the text, तो वो वापस आ जाएगा और उसके ऊपर strike through इफेक्ट लग जाएगा. जैसे ये you can see here, change के अंदर एक strike line है, इसका मतलब है ये टेक्स्ट आपने डिलीट किया था चेंजेस में, राइट? Then you can move between various uh, changes that you have made. Like there are 10 changes shown on one document, so you want to see all the changes one by one. You can go with the next or previous option. So पहले first option पे जाएगा, फिर next changes दिखाएगा, next changes. Keep on doing next or previous, अब पुरानी वाली. So आगे पीछे आप जा सकते हो. And if you want to reject certain changes, click on reject. If you want to accept certain changes, so whatever changes, if you feel that the changes are right, so you click on accept. And if you don't feel that the changes are right, click on reject. Again, that same option is accept all will change, accept all the changes, similar changes in the complete document, and reject all will reject all the similar kind of changes. Like if you feel that there's some word written and in that word some correction has been made in spellings, and later on you want to reject those, so you can click on reject all. तो उससे जितनी बार वो वर्ड जहाँ पे भी 10 बार 15 बार जितनी बार भी वो वर्ड उस डॉक्यूमेंट में है, हर जगह पे चेंजेस को दोबारा से रिजेक्ट करके अंडू कर देगा. राइट, एक्सेप्ट ऑल करेंगे तो वो चेंजेस एक्सेप्ट हो जाएंगी. राइट, देन sometimes we may want to see how the document will appear with all changes accepted without actually accepting it. Right, so what we need to do is like I want to see कि भाई मैंने changes करने के बाद मेरा document कैसा दिखता है, but I have not accepted it. अभी हमने accept नहीं किया, but just I want to see. So in that case we have this show option. Right, when you click on the show option, so that will show you the document what with the changes. Right, so it will show the document as if document have we have accepted all the changes in the document. Right, and then click on the show again, the document will appear in the track mode again, back to the track mode. Right, then we can also protect the changes by adding a password. For that we have to go with protect option, as you can see here. Protect option पे जाएंगे तो एक protect dialog box open होगा where you have to put a password. Right, as you see here, password, confirm password, and click OK. So now only the person who knows the password will be able to accept the changes. Right, nobody else can accept or reject the change. Right, then we have a manage option here. It opens the manage dialog box as shown here. In this all the changes are displayed in the list form. As you can see, ये description delete किया होगा तो ये strike through दिखा रहा है, and this is hidden. This line is again one error, are the changes. Right, so we'll get the list of all these changes here in this manage change dialog box. And so you can do that accept all, reject and reject all from this place also. Right, like if this is helpful in case we have a longer document where text is very long, there are 20, 30, 40 pages. So instead of scrolling down to each page, you just go with this manage option, and you can accept and reject all the things from here. Right, then if you click on the compare document option, so that compare the current file with the file you provide. Current file means with the changes, and the file you provide means the file before the changes. So both the files can be compared side by side. Right, you can list out the differences, and then you feel if you want to accept and reject, you can go with this manage option. Right, manage changes dialog box. Fine. So that's it from ICT tools. These are all these things you already have covered up in your previous classes also. Although the software is changed, LibreOffice was not there, but we have done all these options in Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and Excel also. So almost the things are almost same, the options are also same, the effects are also same. The only change is that the name, there we used to have ribbon and tabs, here we used to have menus. Right, so that's the only change we have. Rest all are same. Just go through all the things, and if you feel people find any kind of difficulty, any kind of problem anywhere, you people can discuss with me anytime. Right, so all the activities are also given at the end of the session, so you can practice those activities, so that will help you to understand the things in a better way, right? So I think I'll end up today. Time is almost over. We're left with 1 minute. Okay, so okay, fine. Let's end up now. So practice the things, and then we'll talk about these things in the next class. That's all from my side.